Welcome back to class, boys. I know a lot of you guys aren't prepared for this lesson. I know a lot of you guys aren't really, how should I say this, equipped to handle this type of truth. But if I don't say this to you guys, nobody will. So class, I need you guys to take out all of your notes, all of your pens, and let's get to work. Now today, we are going to learn to never look back. Never look back. Y'all see, bro, how many of you guys know WWE? All of you. How many of you guys know John Cena? All of you. So you effectively know. You effectively know. You 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 know. So why are we going to act like you don't? Like I said, today's lesson is never look back. And I'm going to go through every topic so that way we have a baseline, right? So never look back on friends, on hus, on snakes. Let me make sure that I write that in there. Snakes. Never look back on snakes. And never look back on fakes. I think a lot of the times we're always aware about why we're doing something, but we never know that we shouldn't be so woke. All of us should be sleep off the past. What does that mean? What do you mean sleep off the past? I'm effectively telling y'all that y'all can't be woke. Stop being woke. It ain't gonna get you nowhere if you so woke. You're gonna be walking through life trying to see and notice everything. Sometimes you gotta be sleep. Sometimes to be effective in this world, you gotta be sleep. So what is your reason for trying to be so woke? All right, we're going to break this down. I want to break this down, and I want to give you a reason why I named off every single thing, right? So, never look back on friends. Here's the thing. A lot of us are going to outgrow the people that we grew up with, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with outgrowing people. That means that you're effectively ascending. How many of you guys like to be ascended? How many of you guys like to ascend? How many of you guys want to ascend? That is the better question. Do you want better? Do you want better for yourself? If you want better for yourself, why would you outgrow people who are doing no good to your success and feel the need to look back? So let me get this straight. After you outgrew everybody that you were born with, you grew up with, everybody that you know what I'm saying, like you made along the way, after you outgrew these people, whether they were doing things that just didn't align with your success, these people ain't aligning with your success, and you took it upon yourself to look back. Oh, so your goal is up there, and the people that are trying to distract you from your goal are back there, and you over here doing this. How do you gain from that? How do you gain? How do you think that you're going to prosper if you keep taking 18 steps forward only to take 55 steps back? That's why I tell you guys, never look back. Okay, so we're going to switch over to the next topic because I said I do want to give examples and kind of lay out a little more details on each topic. So look, never look back on hus. Oh, so you're telling me that girl that you was talking to because of proximity, the girl that you was talking to because at the time you thought you loved her, the girl that you was talking to because you guys had so much in common, the girl that was your biggest hater, your most resilient enemy, and effectively your greatest op. So that's the girl that you wanna, what's going on? You want to look back. You're trying to look back on your greatest op? That doesn't make sense. Can anybody tell me when they've had success dealing with a girl that was their biggest op? I'll wait. So you're telling me you're into this idea of self-sabotaging. Oh, you like to self-sabotage. Oh, you must be a genius. You a genius because you like to self-sabotage. Oh, I'm sorry, genius. You be doing self-sabotaging. You must be the greatest genius of all time. What you got? Einstein IQ? Oh, you got Einstein IQ? Oh, because you a genius. I forgot. See, right there, that's called sarcasm. You're not a genius if you're doubling back on the type of girl that was your worst enemy. I mean, it's only common sense. How many of you guys have been done dirty? So you want to relive the past? Remember, I told you, you need to be sleep off the past. We need to stop being so woke because we're all so aware. When these friends, when these hus, when they do us dirty, why would we double back? What do we have to gain? Don't we have more to lose? So let me get this straight. 5 seconds on the clock. LeBron, he about to take this ring. And because he doesn't want to take the ring, he says, you know what? I did have an open lane layup to win the game in the championship, but I think my opponents deserve it more. When in history have you ever seen LeBron, instead of winning a game, give the ball to the other team? So why as the type of guy that you are, why do you feel the need to be LeBron, but with a 5-second clock, you pass the ball to your opponents? That's the same thing I'm talking about, class. That's the same thing I'm talking about. You are effectively trying to look back. You are trying to look back on friends that did you dirty, on hus that did you even worse. And let let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You think that that's going to help you. All right, we're just going to move on because some of you guys are painfully unaware, but too aware at the same time. That's called being woke. Yeah, buddy. That's called being woke. You too woke, bro. So look, never look back on snakes. Look, I'm going to let you guys know right now. The type of snakes I'm talking about don't belong in the wilderness. The type of snakes I'm talking about, these type of snakes, they don't belong in the forest. These type of snakes, these don't belong in Petco. I'm not talking about Petco. I'm not talking about the safari. I'm talking about your life. So you're telling me, let me give you an example. I had a friend, right? I was in a time of need. I needed to make money. Let's just go ahead and say, I needed to make $3,000. So I asked this friend, I said, hey, you're getting so much money. How do I make $3,000 like you? And he says, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not making any money right now. I need to pay my rent. But I do have a method. I have a method. Are you ready for the method? All I need is for you to just send me an email. And so I'm sitting here like, oh, this is my homie. I mean, he may be going through a rough patch, but if he got a method and I need 3,000, then the method is 3,000. Then I need to get that 3,000 by doing the method. I need to do the method. And so I do the method, and I don't hear back from this friend. I don't hear back from this friend for almost like 4 weeks. And you know, the first time I get on a call with him, finally have free time, our schedules are finally lined up, and he gets on the FaceTime call and he's flexing $3,000. Class, can you tell me where that $3,000 came from? He said, yeah, I finally got some money. I can pay my rent. I'm sitting there, no update? No 3,000? But I did the method. Where did I go wrong? I went wrong by dealing with a snake. A snake is essentially the slimiest type of human out there. These snakes have a blatant disregard for anything of value to you. These snakes don't care. They will cross you. They will do you dirty. They will do whatever it takes to make your life worse. That's why I said friends and snakes aren't the same thing, but snakes can also be your friends. Huz and snakes aren't the same thing, but snakes can also be your huz. And then, which brings us to the last topic of the lesson. Never look back on fakes. I think it's self-explanatory. I think everybody has dealt with a fake individual before. You know, the person that smiles in your face. Hey, you're such a great friend. Hey, I really like you. Hey, you're really kind. Hey, I love that outfit. Hey, you literally are the best person alive. Hey, I think that me and you could really take over the world. Hey, let's do business. Hey, let's collab. Hey, let's do something. Hey, let's work out. And then guess what happens? When they're fake, they go behind your back. They talk to people. They're like, hey, I told him he was going to be a good friend. Hey, I told him let's do business. Bro, I can't wait to steal. Hey, I told him that he was such a great person. He's the worst. You see where I'm getting at, right? You see where I'm getting at? Does it make sense now? Are you understanding what the fakes are? Remember, fakes can be snakes, huz, or friends. Friends can't be fakes, or can they? Huz can't be fakes, or can they? Look, I know you're noticing the pattern. Friends and huz can be snakes and fakes. Fakes can be snakes, huz, and friends. Snakes can be huz and friends. And friends and huz can be snakes and fakes. I think it's pretty self-explanatory why the lesson today was to never look back. Remember, you need to be sleep off the past because it's going to only do damage if you remain to be corrupt and you remain to be woke. Ain't no winning in life when you corrupt and woke. You gotta be sleep off the past. Remember, never look back. Thank you guys. I think that was a refresher course. I'll be back with the next lesson. And when I come back, I do hope that you guys pay attention because the next lesson will change your life. Thank you, class. I'll see you soon.